Hello and welcome, my lovely Aquas. I am the Queen of Clovers. It is 11/11, the portal day, but it's also supposed to be a fine, good, kindred spirit day for Aquas. You are not alone moment, as people, many spirits pass through portals, peek through portals, open to them, and they actually kind of spiritually advance into a way that Aquas can understand an Aqua. It's very strange, I know. Well, welcome to my channel. I got some spiritual stuff for you. I'm going to do a light and dark, light and shadow oracle reading, I should say. There is a, this is also your November 2021 reading, so it's not just a portal reading, although the portal should bid you welcome. You should feel kind of close to people right now. Like I said, kindred spiritedness, Aqua. Alright, this reading is for anyone, anybody, or nobody. Cross-watchers, welcome. As with all tarot readings, please take what is yours and leave out all the rest. If enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe. I appreciate all your support thus far, my darlings. Made my channel what it is. Very exciting energy, and I have the pond in reverse to start your energy. The pond is like a small microcosm. It is like a small hole in the earth where water has collected. Now, this is supposed to be the light portion of your reading, and yet it is in reverse, and it does take you into the Scorpio depths of the emotions below. How deep do you intend to go, Aqua? I'm concerned that some of you are trapped in your thoughts. Ooh. It's even better than that because your thoughts are making you strong. Now, some of you might be feeling getting into the pond and dipping your toe, or really jumping in feet first in, this Scorpio season in which depth and action are at their extremes. The highest initiate, the King of Swords, also the Aquarius card. You're strengthening, you're feeling, you're controlling your thought. Look at the bird, how he has control of his bird, which is like control of the fleeting thoughts that can plague an air sign's mind. I also have the 10 of Wands, managing your burdens during this time. What else can you do but manage your burdens right now, especially since you are left out in the cold and alone? You're managing your burdens because you maybe haven't looked at them in a while. And suddenly you remembered that you were a king. Deep at the bottom of the pond, you found a to-do list that was painful. Perhaps an emotional, painful to-do list. But if you don't handle your burdens, it can be quite lonely, can't it? Specifically if you ain't paying your bills, or you ain't adulting, or you ain't doing your laundry or showering. I mean, these are extreme examples, but there are things that we can do, our words, our actions, that make us resist others. Sometimes we find ourselves alone in the dark, when maybe if we had really thought about our future, we wouldn't have been so rough with our responsibilities and concerns. Especially when we're so strong. It's kind of like, I know I'm the King of Swords. I know I'm the highest initiate. I know I'm right on the cusp of Emperor and Empressing my life. And yet when I dip my toe in the pond of containment, which is kind of appropriate for an Aqua, the water bearer, it's downright offensive, the kind of energy you found in this puddle of a pond. And so you've gotten to it, and you're taking care of that business. If not, this is the advice of November, to please jump in, see what's at the bottom of the pond, because it's mucky and icky and it's time to clean it out. And my dears, once you clean it out, your loneliness, you know how those cleaning shows are like, oh, you should clean your home like 10 minutes a day. Spend an hour a day cleaning your house, and your house will always be clean. Aqua, this is you having to do a big, like, 20-hour house cleaning, just as an example, because, damn it, You haven't been doing that. Ooh, 10 of Swords in reverse. All right, this is being stuck in the pain, though. Oh, geez. This is like not being able to go out when you haven't cleaned your room, Aquas. But you're an adult, and so adult consequences are hitting you kind of hard with this. It's not fun. It's not fair. Boy, you guys. This is seeking yourself, seeking to see what's on the other side of the portal, a revelation of self, a revelation of completion. And you're completing something, sure, with this 1111 portal, but then when you come upon it and really look at it, there's quite a lot of loose ends, more than a few loose ends, that, you know, you may have completed the adventure, but you've done it so poorly, and you've left so many bodies behind you that you have ended friendless. This may not be true, but you're definitely quite sad about it and able to get past the pain, the brutality that you have suffered against the hand of others. The way that, you know, usually with the 10 of Swords, the worst is over. The 10 of Swords in reverse is you're just going to let yourself bleed out for a little bit because you know you brought it on yourself. And that's a bit pitying, especially in this lovely portal energy. Now, this could be just the light energy you're playing with, and why it's coming across as not very pretty because, well, some of us play better in the dark, Aquas. And because you are the star card, trust me, I know you do play better in the dark. The Nautilus Princess, powerful personal growth. Number 41, which comes down to a 5, which is change, change, change. This is your dark oracle spread. The Nautilus Princess. Powerful personal growth. Well, yeah. I almost want to say no shit, Sherlock. To myself about this, but when you realize you've hurt people, or perhaps maybe not handled your burdens to the extent of hurting others, because when you're not okay, you do know other people aren't okay because of it, Aquas. You do know that, right? I think you might be either trying to ignore that or either overly in touch with that, and it's that guilt and that, I gotta handle my shit. 3 of Swords tried to pop up there. Let's not let that happen. With this personal growth, the Nautilus Princess makes me think of just, again, with the pond, going underwater, getting to the bottom of the deep emotions and deep actions of the Scorpio season with the pond. You ever have to go walk into like a little pond? It may be ankle deep to like get, you know, a ball or something, and it's just nastiness. And I'm sorry, but that's what you're finding, and so you're working to change that. Alright, in your Shadow Oracle, I have the King of Wands in reverse, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. King of Wands could be a fire sign in your energy, but it also could be you being a bit of a player, that BDE, big dick energy, kind of assholing it up. And this is probably what you want to change, because I feel like one of the reasons you're in the cold is because you may have robbed somebody of something with the 7 of Swords here, and then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This isn't like you robbed somebody of $1 million, or you robbed a bank, or you stole somebody's car. This is literally robbing somebody of time. It is also literally robbing somebody of maybe an opportunity they were hanging on to of you, but you were there just like a thief in the night, or just passing through. So there was never anything really solid there, which makes very good sense with this King of Wands in reverse, which basically is just telling me it's time to make changes. If you want people to stay in your light, you have to make a little more comfortable place for them to stay, even in your shadow. The Lovers. We're getting into the lovey-dovey part of it now, my darlings. Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse is choices have been made. Page of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's not doing well financially. And maybe your choices haven't been that great, especially when it comes to love, Aquarius. Are you having trouble finding the other? Finding the love? Finding somebody who looks at you like that? There's something in here where maybe not taking care of yourself, not making some physical, how do I say it? You know, not just taking care of yourself and making and acquiring a way of life that welcomes another person. It really makes it hard for somebody, anybody, you know, to manage when you're always on the run, or you're always just kind of passing through energy with the Seven of Swords. And you're passing through somebody's sunshine. This is the shadow portion of the reading, and the light is over here, and you are passing through somebody's light. And it seems like you're more comfortable in darkness again. And like I said, not everyone is comfortable in darkness. There is a story about the moon and the sun are lovers that can't be together. And, you know, the moon does reflect the sunlight back to the sun. Doesn't actually have its own light. And this is almost how it's becoming for you, my lovely Aquas. Let's bring it together and see what's going on for love. Who is thinking of my Aquas? Probably an Aries, maybe. I have the Joker, which is the Fool card. It could be an Aries when that happens, or a fire sign, any fire sign that's kind of mobile, moving forward. But it's somebody moving forward, and they are not moving forward towards you or your air. They're walking away. They're walking away from some type of language or air or concept right now that isn't working for them. I have the Seven of Pentacles. No, you have the Seven of Cups there. No repeater cards yet. So, this person thought it could be forever. They thought you were a viable option, but as you, they thought this could be forever. But as they got to know you, they realized that maybe you were treating them like an option, or they were treating you like an option, Aqua. They were probably treating you like an option. And eventually they left you alone. I don't know if this feels like, I don't know if you are at a loss for this loneliness. I know it feels like a bad thing, but the only part that feels bad is that you may not have handled some personal business that would have made you more attractive and would have brought in some true love. I think that might be your only regret. I don't know if you miss this person or if you're aware that this person has a thing for you. But they're going new beginning, and they're withholding their pentacles from you and starting over elsewhere because they've had some clarity on you. And I don't know if this is bad for you. Spirit is kind of not being, the pentacles are going down. So I have 10 of Pentacles, 7, 5, 4, and then down to the Ace. So you feel like you're having to start over, like from the very beginning with every person you know. Which is good right now, because with the 1111 portal open, you will be welcome. And people will understand you. You must take this opportunity. This is not necessarily a love reading as much as an everybody reading for you, Aquarius, for the portal. And it could be for everyone for the portal as well. Your physical value, as it kind of deteriorates in maybe a falsehood, maybe in a false perception of who you are, people are able to peel that away from you and see your spiritual value. But you've gone too far. You need to hold on to something for yourself, Aqua. deeply concerned for you about that Nine of Swords, nightmares. Somebody is having nightmares because they don't know. They really don't know if they've perceived you properly. You were not open to them. And while you've been going through all this deep emotional pond in reverse kind of issue and personal growth with the Nautilus over the water, the waves crashing over you of personal growth and change, this person just has no clue who you are. All these things you're doing in private and away from prying in public eyes. And if you did them a little more honestly and publicly and spoke up just a little bit more, I don't think this could have gotten as far to the Five of Pentacles. And when you shed your outer shell and went through the spiritual nature, you wouldn't have had to hide out in a cave away from everyone else, knowing that people actually do love you and care for you and want things to happen for you and get happy for you and sad for you depending on what's happening. This is less of an acknowledgement of Aquarius being alone than Aquarius realizing sometimes an Aqua will choose to be alone, but more often I found the way an Aqua chooses to be alone can be very negative and not really necessary. And this is what Spirit is saying. Because you can see the way everybody's portals are opening because of your healing water-bearer nature, Aqua, I recommend you really open your eyes and know for certain that even though you're the moon in love with the sun, you still have these spiritual and depth abilities to see who can really see you for what you are and how great you are, even if you are more comfortable in the shadows. That's a very heavy reading, but I like it. I hope you're enamored by this reading. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Aquas. It was hefty, but wow. Please like and subscribe for more. And thank you so much for doing so. I will see you in my next reading, probably a Thanksgiving reading. And be well, my lovely Aquas.